Good morning. It's turned out nice again. Mother for too nice. I'm sick of it. Don't you be telling me in England how hot it is. Right, you want to try living out here? It's a nightmare. Oh, how you doing? You listen, I ain't got my microphone plugged in. I'm just using the microphone on the phone, but I'm sure it's all right. How you doing? You all right? What day is it? Saturday. Oh, if you're new to my channel, this is a morning briefing, so there'll be nothing exciting in this video, to be honest with you. Actually, I don't think there's anything exciting in any of my videos ever, only me. So yeah, these videos are just like me catching up with the community, thanking people for maybe buying me a beer or something since the last time we spoke, and generally to tell people what the schedule is for today. But today is Saturday, so there is no schedule. The only schedule I've got is hosting a live stream, which I guess is a bit of a schedule, but there won't be any videos or anything. I'm going to host a live stream, and then I'm going to go and get showered, I'm going to get shaved, I'm going to get changed, and then I'm going for a cold one, an ice cold one, only one though. I'm going to meet my friends this afternoon, including my boy Martin. Remy's got his bone down. I don't understand. He's got a bone. Oh, wait, get up. He's got a bone down there, like a marrow bone. Over there, go over there, please. And then, but underneath the bone, it's really wet. That's grim, Remy. What are you doing? Can you get down, please? I feel sorry for Remy. Honestly, the heat is horrendous. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to go for a few beers with my friends today, and from the football, all the lads that follow the football team here and everything. So looking forward to that. A bit pressed for time, to be honest with you. I took Laura to work this morning. Called at the cash and carry on the way home for bacon for tomorrow morning's breakfast and gravy. Not for the bacon, but for the Sunday dinner. I like a Sunday dinner, mate. I don't know about you, but I'm very traditional. Do you know what I mean? Like Sunday dinner reminds me of grandparents and your mum, your dad. The only time really everyone got together, apart from at Christmas maybe. Oh, he's walking around with his bone now. I don't know why it's wet down there. Ugh. What else have I got to tell you? Right, so live stream. There will be a live stream this morning, but you might see this video afterwards. But I'm going to do a live stream at 10:30 this morning for a couple of hours. Just chill a little bit. Just catch up with everyone, really. Yeah, because I was away Sunday to Thursday, so I've not done any live streams this week. So revenue's terrible this month, to be honest with you, which is going to be a bit of a worry next month. But listen, we always get by, don't we? Do you know what I mean? So let's not worry too much about that. So yesterday I did a couple of meal stands, I think. One of them was a bit of a fail, really. It was very difficult meal stand to do because someone obviously emailed and said, well, you can't read this out, and there's some screenshots here, but you can't read them out. So it was very difficult for me to navigate around that email. But at the same time, there was a message in there, that someone they were planning or something to unveil some news or a player next week. So there was a message in it behind it all. But the reason that, I went with it was, hopefully you can, take from me what my impressions are of these emails as well sometimes, or my verdict, my opinion, So if I was sat there all giddy going, guys, I wish I could read this out, you'd be like, oh my God, Dunk's buzzing. You know what I mean? So it's a little bit difficult. And someone left a smart ass comment, as they usually do, saying very disappointed. Your AI, Dave, would have said that you were hedging. I'm hedging, right? You can't get more real than that fucking email yesterday, right? So what I mean by that is, you get people that come out and have got the scripted, content. There's just everything. Like my source told me that at 2:00 on Thursday, and he said I can share this with you, right? It's just in the real world, it's not like that sometimes. We don't usually get emails like that. But do I scrap it or do I go with it, even if it's difficult, for authenticity? So I had one person leaving, a snide, remark about the email, and then that boils down to trust, doesn't it? Because if you're saying that I'm edging, because I think I said, if nothing happens next week, it doesn't mean that the author of the email was wrong. And I was trying to explain that just because someone might work for the club, for Liverpool, and they bump into someone or they're friends with someone, and say, oh, this is going to happen, sometimes they could be showing off or maybe throwing out a bit of fake, stuff or whatever. So I don't know. I got criticised for saying that, for saying, hey, if it doesn't come off, it doesn't mean the author's wrong. I generally don't understand people sometimes. Fortunately, the majority of the feedback I got, because I said, give me your feedback. Fortunately, the majority of the feedback was, as difficult as the email is, and as maybe it doesn't contain a lot of information that can be divulged or whatever, it's still interesting to see what people send, if that makes sense, even though there's not a great deal there. So I saw in the entire contents of that email, and I saw the entire contents, all the screenshots. There was 3 screenshots. And I believe the conversation between the 2 people in the screenshots to be genuine, all right? However, I always have this little, this thing that I've learned with my 30 years experience. What I've learned is that just because someone works somewhere doesn't mean that they're always being 100% honest with you, right? So I'll be honest with you. I'm involved with a football club here, you know that, right? I work in a senior position for this football club, and I have had to outright lie to people that I am close to, right? Because if I didn't, I would be divulging confidential information, etc. And the other things is, I have divulged some information to people that was slightly true but not true, right? To see if I can trust them. I don't say anything, right? But, yeah, guess what? I got quoted word for word what I'd said to someone in apparent, confidentiality. But I didn't breach any confidentiality. I fed them some bullshit to see if I could trust them, right? And I've never said anything because I wouldn't want them to know that I'm aware of who was actually in my circle, which is why, if you think back to yesterday's mail stand, I said in that video, sometimes people, maybe say 11.2 million or 16.3 million or 18.4 million to see where the figure gets leaked. All different figures, do you know what I mean? So, I don't know, for me, yesterday's email was still of interest, but I can understand for people that want the sensationalism, the this, that, and the other, maybe it's not, maybe it doesn't meet their, knocking one out sort of needs. Do you know what I mean? So, but the majority of people, very intelligent, very good with the feedback, saying, yeah, keep these ones coming, Doug, because there's still a bit of an interest. There was still a message in there, wasn't there? Something going to happen next week. And then you get people that come on the channel going, nothing will happen next week. Oh, thanks for letting us know. Cheers. Okay. But yeah, I get very offended if it questions my integrity or, because if I want, really, maybe I should just keep those mail stand, for channel members then, because I know the channel members won't give me any shit, but then why should everyone suffer? You know what I mean? So, I don't know, guys. I understand people's frustration if it's not like a very detailed thing, and I think sometimes you got to trust me and my opinions when maybe I'm going over these things, and if you see me going, then you're probably thinking, don't pay much attention to it. I do trust well, I won't say trust, because I don't know the author, but I see no reason to put that email immediately in the trash, if that makes sense. So there was a genuine conversation between people claiming, they were close to someone at Liverpool Football Club, and I believe all of that. But the little bit of caution I would always give is, just because someone works at a football club doesn't mean that everything they're telling you is accurate. And I've got personal knowledge of that. I just didn't want to go into that yesterday. So let's see if anything happens next week. Do you know what? If it doesn't, big fucking deal, right? It's an experience. This is something, that I received in an email and I'm sharing with you. No matter how cryptic or whatever, what does it matter really? I have had some batshit crazy people email me over the years. And if I read it out to you and everyone goes, that's a load of rubbish, that's a load of rubbish, it's like, well, yeah, but I'm just trying to show you the kind of stuff that comes in, right? So then we can differentiate, can't we, between the poor stuff and the stuff that sounds really credible. So, not the best mail stands yesterday, but does that not then confirm that these mail stand emails are not made up or, a figure of my imagination or anything? Because if I wanted to make something up, I could make it sound fucking brilliant. Do you know what I mean? So if I'm sat here going, I don't know how to... does that not confirm the authenticity, or I don't get it. Anyway, I couldn't give a flying fuck because I'm off to the pub today. That's right, I am. But I've got to go live in 15 minutes, and I really wanted to be showered and shaved for my morning briefing as well as the live stream. But I dropped her at work, came all the way back, and then I was like, oh fuck, I didn't go to the cash and carry. So in case you're wondering, Irish sausages, unsmoked bacon for her. I'll have it, but I mean, I do like smoked bacon. Do you prefer smoked bacon or unsmoked bacon? What else? Gravy. Oh, northern boys love gravy. Vinegar, ketchup, Lurpak butter. Lurpak butter. Hey, fucking minted me, Lurpak fucking butter. Butter doesn't taste like what it used to do you think? I don't think it does. You remember them adverts years ago? I can't believe it's not butter. I used to have it and think, I can fucking believe it tastes fuck all like butter. Never mind. Right, let's have a look. We're just going to quickly do any shout outs or acknowledgements, all right? These are super thanks. This is the love heart under my videos, which the majority of people can't see. It must be invisible to them. There's a few, there's a handful. I think we had, how many views did we get yesterday? Probably about 14,000 people watched my videos yesterday, and these people stepped up to support me. Niall, of course he did. Channel member, Squad, bought me a coffee. Thank you, Niall. Jeff's in there as well. Channel member, of course, Squad. Thank you, Jeff. That works out at a bottle of Magnus, Jeff. Now, I don't know what to do today. I should have vodka and Diet Coke because I need to start getting some of the weight off, as you know, Jeff. I put quite a bit of weight on since I met Laura because we've done like nice things, you know what I mean? Like we go out on a weekend and we've gone for nice food and we've had our little jollies and things like that. You know what I mean? And now I'm involved with the football club. There's a lot of lunches and things. But so when I was doing the keto before, I used to have vodka Diet Coke and the weight dropped off me. It really did. You get wasted. Imagine going out at 2:30 this afternoon, local time when I'm going out. They're on little bottles of beer and I'm like, I'll have a vodka and Diet Coke, and you're going to be out for the next 14, 16 hours on that. No wonder I'm fucking dead, isn't it? You know what I mean? So then it's like, well, I'll have cider then because that's my favourite drink. You know what I mean? Magnus, Bulmers, whatever, if you're in Ireland. And I'm like, but then you're like bloated and it's full of sugar, but fuck me, it's lovely, innit? And then you think, all right, have a strawberry and lime Copperberg. Well, you can only have a few of them, can't you, before it tastes, like you've been drinking sweets or ice creams and that. So then it's like, all right, well, I'll have lager and then have a bottle of Mao, right? San Miguel, I had San Miguel down in Torremolinos. I was quite wasted on that, to be honest. And, but I don't like lager. I don't like lager, but you can drink more of it, I think. But what's really weird is I go out with my mates, right? And within a couple of hours, they're levered, right? And I'm like, why is he so drunk? Like, you know what I mean? They're leathered. And I'm like, I could have another 30 of these and I'll still be all right. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's because I've got a big belly and somewhere to put it. You know what I mean? A professional drinker. But you know what? It's not about drinking. It's about socialising, and that's what I'm looking forward to. So Jeff, long story, long comment response there. Jeff's bought me a bottle of Magnus there, if we price that up in euros, to be honest with you. Or a couple of bottles of lager. I don't know. See, sometimes people go, you shouldn't drink. I could not go out with my friends and drink Diet Coke. When people come up to you and they go, hey, how you doing, Doug? How you doing? Right? It don't matter when you've had a drink. You're like, hey, I'm all right there. You know what I mean? Back. But when you haven't, people are like, and then they sit there and they tell you the same story over and fucking over and over and over again. You've got to have a drink. You've got to be on their level, because then they tell you the same story every time. But every time you hear it, you go, really? Do you know what I mean? That's it. I could not go out socially. Them people are dangerous that can go and sit out all day in a pub with people, with the friends. I couldn't do it. I like a bit of music. I couldn't sit and listen to Banana Rama, right, without a drink in me. I could, but it wouldn't be the same thing. Robert De Niro's. Do you know what I mean? I love Banana Rama. Anyway, Jeff, thank you. Daniel Kellogg, channel member. Sweat! Glad you enjoyed your break. Good to have you back. See, I love being appreciated, mate. Bought me a coffee there. Thank you, pal. I love being appreciated, mate. There's so many comments yesterday saying, welcome back, Dunk, missed you. There's such a nice feeling, that, guys. I mean that. I really do mean that. Errol, my man, squat. He put, thanks, missed you. See what I mean? Missed you too. Miss Scussie. And up, you see, this is another Magnus. I've got 10 minutes before I go live. Miss Scussie, he said, thanks. And I replied and said, thanks, my friend. And he put, Dunk, we appreciate you, Chief. Isn't it nice, the difference in people? Do you know what I mean? Like, some people are like, fucking love your stuff. You could sit there and talk about fucking anything. I'll sit and watch you all day long. Then you get people coming along going, I think that's a load of nonsense. Stop wasting my time. Well, fuck off. All right, so. Thank you very much, Miss Scussie. And also PC Drat. Oh, I did PC Drat the other day. Well, Mel, sorry. What I mean by that is I did the shout out yesterday. All right. PC Drat, anyway, thanks for getting a second shout out. So that was my super thanks. All right, super thanks. I'm going to quickly, because I'm running out of time, I'm going to be live in 10 minutes. I'm going to check my Revolut. Now, for total transparency, there is my Revolut balance. All right? That's it. There's nothing in the, what do you call it, just in case you think I'm being, say, not showing my Australian balance or anything. There's nothing. Pounds, look, pounds. Nout. There's nout there, guys. US dollars, the last one. There you go. Right, so my beer kitty, my fuck it fund for today is €58.65. Now, I don't think I want to get very far on that, so here comes the grift, right? Here comes the grift. Nah, because I ain't done anything this week, have I? Yeah. So, in fact, there's 2 payments went out of my fuck it fund, and I'm fucking fuming. One there, I can show you, look. I don't know if you can see it, but one there is Amazon, and one is a Plaza Me, is it, or something? Amazon, €33.80. That's for Laura's son for a school book. She said, could you order me that from Amazon? So I've obviously ordered it on Amazon and it's used the default card. Fucking book, $33.80. I hope someone's going to read it to him. School book, because someone drew a penis in his school book. Do you remember on live stream we showed you it? So he's got to buy his, I've got to buy a school, $33.80. Do you know how many beers that is? Next, a Plaza Me or whatever, €65.88. Do you know what that is? That's my camera monthly payment. You know my camera. Do you remember I bought the camera for the football? Anyway, €58. That's a taxi there and back. But I'll survive. Do you know how I'll survive? I'll tell you, I'll survive. Oh, that sets all women off, doesn't it? I will survive. Now go. Walk out the door. Like that. Yeah, I went anyway, dickhead. What are you singing it for? I'm in a good mood. What was I saying? No, I know how I'll survive. I know how I'll survive. I will survive because I will just raid whatever fucking card I can find. That's what I will do, man. I'm going out. Fuck it. That's what my mum used to say. Fuck it, son. Get yourself out. My mum used to say that all the time, bless her. Fuck it. Do you know my mum, if I was like, say, any age, whether I was, well, maybe not 15, 16, but because money was a bit different. Your money you only had to give you like a tenner or 20 quid at that age and you were out all fucking week, weren't you? But like, I don't know, when I was in my 30s or something, my mum would go, yeah, here's 100 quid there, 200 quid, son, or euros, living here. Get yourself out. And my mum never asked for it back, ever. We had one of those relationships. Same the other way around. If I was doing all right with money out like that, and sometimes one would say, oh, I could do with a new fridge freezer. Not hinting, just I'd pick it up in conversation, and then I'd buy it and have it delivered and go, I got you that, mum. I'll give you money for it, love. I'm like, nah, we don't do that. Me and my mum never did that. I miss my mum so fucking much, guys. But she'd say it same. She'd say, "Fuck it, get yourself out for a fucking drink. Fuck it, do what you want." That's what she'd say. Fuck it. So I am. Fuck it, I'm going out. That's it. It's not a good month, but there you go. Right, let's see if we can find some lovely people. Carl, my man Carl, I've met Carl out here, he's fucking great. Love him to bits. And he says, hope this gets you both a drink while you're away. What a guy, top man. Thank you, Carl, I appreciate you. Paul K, that's from the other day, but Paul's emailed me, and he's in hospital, is Paul. He's having a very, very difficult time. And he sent me some pictures. Yes, I ain't got a chance to reply to him yet. He understands, he knows what I'm like, but I replied to him through my videos. So, hey, Paul, you keep fucking battling on, mate. I'll tell you what, I bet you want me to have a drink today, don't you? Bet you wish you were out with me. I wish you were out with me. I'd give anything to have you out here. I would. Keep going, Paul. Anyway, right, I don't think... Is that it? Nah, because there's other ways of doing it. Right, let me check it. No, that's it. I think that's it. Is it really? I'm not feeling the love this week, Remy, but it's not to fucking talk about, is there? You can't say, hey, get us a drink. Well, what are you telling me about now? Fucking mail stand emails, cryptic as fuck. Okay. 5 minutes, I got to go live, Remy. Right, there's nothing coming, because sometimes there's like, if you don't have a Revolut account, it don't come up. Paul Ray, I tried emailing you. You've tried twice, it got rejected twice. US dollars, declined, that's it. Oh, because I don't want people to think that they've bought me a beer or something. And that. Anyway, that's it. There's nobody to shout out to other than 3 or 4 people on the super thanks. I know I look rough. Do you know what? Since I got back on Thursday, I've done nothing but sleep. And I don't understand. I said to her this morning, I said, I'm just fucking knackered. Completely and utterly knackered. Why is that, guys? Why is it the heat? Is it the heat? Is it because of all the driving, coming back 6 hours on Thursday? It's just catching up with you. Is it stress? I think stress plays a big part in it for me, to be honest with you. I've got a lot on, a lot of responsibility with the club that I'm involved with. Today we're launching the season ticket campaign. I'm going out at 2 o'clock. So how am I going to do with all that? I'm going to do it on my phone probably. And we're also dropping good news this weekend, because guess what? We launched a season ticket campaign, right? So the contract renewals stacked, ready to go. You know what I mean? So the club have decided to announce what many people would consider to be one of the best players in the first contract renewal that will be announced today. I wouldn't have done that. I would have gone with someone else and kept that one a little bit. What would you have done? I think I asked this question yesterday. I don't think anybody answered it. But they want to do it for, football reasons or whatever. But I would have done it differently, So, but it's good because you have this team of people that, exchange ideas. And to be honest with you, they did listen to me, because I said what they were going to do was announce the contract renewal extension, if you like, say yesterday, Friday, and then say season tickets go on sale on Monday. And I was like, well, we're losing momentum. That doesn't make sense. What we need to do is announce the contract renewal and link to the season ticket, promotional stuff at the same time while there's momentum. So they still decided to go with that player. I think it's because they would have had to inform another player they were going to announce him or something. But instead of launching it yesterday, they delayed it till today, and then today they're going to launch the season tickets at the same time. So those two things will coincide now, which is what I advise. So, but all these things, all these different things going on, And to make matters worse, at the end of very end of August, I'm going to go and see my boy Smooth. And I booked my trip so that I would return on the Friday before the weekend, which would be around the 12th, 13th of September, which is when the season starts normally. So yesterday the league announced the 2 groups, the teams in our division, if you like, and the South Division, there's a North Division. and they announced that the campaign will start 1 week earlier, and I won't be here. So please give us an away game, because that's not going to go down very well. Imagine first home game at season and I'm not there, and I'm the one and Laura that does. It's not even worth thinking about. But that's what I mean by stress. What time are we on? 11:29. That's what I mean by stress, because now it's like I'm bothered. I'm worried. I feel like I'm letting people down. I'm not going to be there for the first game, and now we're going to have to remotely work from the US and say to people, have you done this? Have you done that? And that's the stress, and I think that's where I get tired. I think I should just go back to running cop talk and taking photographs. That's what I think. Right, guys, I've got to shoot because I've got to be live in 1 minute. All right? Listen, thank you ever so much for letting me go away and understanding the World Cup is on. There's nothing to talk about, trust me. Next week, I plan on being here with you every day, all being well. We'll be having evening streams at 6:30 p.m. throughout the week. Let's try and get some conversation going. All right? If you've seen anything of interest, please drop me a comment. I really do appreciate you guys that take time to thumbs up my videos and to leave a comment. I really do. That's a great way of supporting my channel. If you want to buy me a drink or support the channel, or however you want to look at it, there's the love art on the channel. That's a super thanks. That's really important to the revenue on the channel, as is the channel memberships. That's people with a football next to their name in the comments. They're absolute legends. And of course, there's 3 links in the video description, one of which is the Fuck It Fund. That's me beer kitty for today. So if you're thinking, do you know what? I'll get drunk a beer or a cider or whatever, look for the Revolut link in the video description. When I'm out with my friends today, I'll go, look at that, and I'll go, and I'll go, look at that. Do you know what I mean? My peoples fucking love me. All right? You got to respect the grift. At least I'm honest. I'm not on here selling ball shaving products or, hey, I think in this group game, these will win. Great odds here. I'm a fuck. No, I'm saying, hey, I want a bevy. That's all right. It's honesty, isn't it? I work all week, usually. I've tried to work this week, but it's been quiet. Right, I've got to go. See you later, guys. I'll see you on the live stream if you catch it in time. If not, if you're a channel member, you can watch that stream back. All right, guys, have a good weekend, and we'll speak real soon. All right.